if we could address you directly right now.
Everything comes full circle.
That's number one.
I don't tell him what questions to ask me.
There are a lot of people around town that have the same question.
Brush my teeth. I'm a good wash in the morning.
I can't confirm or deny.
You know, just keep going a little bit longer here, Mike. Keep going a little bit longer.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Oh, boy, what am I watching? That's not it. We can't start till the proper channels are acquired. And if you are listening here right now, that means for you, the proper channels have been acquired. See what I did there? I'm a rascal. Do the button. This one and this one. Here we are. We're live. Broadcasting from the Heart of Muzati studio. It's the sports show with this frick. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Hello. Little arms. There we go. Little T-Rex arms there reaching to put things away. Hey, Monday. How are you? I'm good. Good on a Monday. Interesting weekend. That's for sure. Had a real fun weekend. Hope you guys had a great one, too. I'd love to hear about it. You can always holla at your boy, as the kids say, and call me. Hey, why don't you just call me on the telephone real quick? I'm like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sexy thing. There we go. I didn't realize how low I had the mic, unless it wasn't that low, and then you're fine. Let's see. Yes. To get into things quickly, Susan, I am going to talk a little bit about the torpedo bat that has been discussed here on the airwaves because I was unaware of it until today. So we'll talk about a little bit about that, and we'll hear from people that know more about it because I really don't know too much about it. So we'll do that. We're here also on QSportsTalk.com or twitch.tv/QSportsTalk.com. That's how I knew what Susan was asking me because she's over there at QSportsTalk.com. Who else is over there? Who we got? Let's click. Florida guy. Susan. Supercat. Stickers. Michael. My mom. West Monroe. Low numbers today. Only in the, it's still better than Syracuse basketball, but low numbers, 42,000. Ooh, burn. Syracuse basketball, burn. That's as much Syracuse talk as I'll probably have today. On the docket, as the kids say, we've got some wrestling talk as right now. Slap it. Right now, wrestling is happening on the Netflix. I won't give you any spoiler alerts because I want to watch it myself when I get home. This way I won't have to stay up until all hours of the night. I can just, as the kids say, rip fat bongs and get to bed early and watch some wrestling. But that's going on. We'll recap SmackDown because SmackDown was pretty interesting. We've been talking about the road to WrestleMania for a little bit, and we're getting there. We're less than a month away. However, I've been very intrigued with the promo work for wrestling very recently. So that's pretty cool. We'll do that. Some baseball highlights might lead us off. Well, not highlights, but just discussions. And then, obviously, for as much as we can this week, we will be discussing the NCAA tournament in full as it has just been chalk, my friends. Chalk. I may have won money, though, betting on chalk. And betting and bad beats with your boy. Bad beats with your boy. Bad beats with your boy. That's a marketable segment right there. Sales, get on that. The Bad Beats is where we begin.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
All right. I thought, since, again, you guys are a bunch of degenerates as myself, I thought I would share with you some bad beats that I had over the weekend to get things going, because if I didn't do this now, I would eventually forget. So I wanted to make sure I shared this with you guys in case anybody had a rough weekend betting or anything like that. Hold on a second. I just got to log in with my password. There we go. So, yes, that's where we start with bad beats that I had. I did make some money, like I said, betting on chalk. For some reason, I put money at the beginning of the tournament. You could bet on such things as the lowest seed to make, the Final Four and Elite Eight and stuff like that. And I bet on, all 4 1 seeds to make it to the Final Four. And I won money on that. Now, where I did not win money, and we'll be doing 2 bad beats, is an 8-leg parlay that I made for the NCAA tournament. If you guys will bear with me as we go through things, I was like, hey, it would be fun, because I wasn't having the best of luck doing things. Hold on. Write down a reminder, quick note to self. What did I press? I wasn't having the best of luck betting on the tournament. So I decided to make my own parlay for funsies. So here's what I did. All right? And we'll go quick through the first part. I did Alabama. All these are money line, all right? All of them. This is all one parlay. Alabama, Florida, Duke, Texas Tech, Michigan State, Tennessee, Michigan, Houston. All right? The odds were plus 4,335. And Alabama, money line. Nailed it. Florida, money line. Nailed it. Duke, money line. Nailed it. Texas Tech, money line. Nailed it. Michigan State, money line. Nailed it. Tennessee, money line. Nailed it. Houston, money line. Nailed it. Michigan, money line. The only effing one I didn't hit! I'm eating caviar live on the show right now, goddammit! Or whoever that's to walk by, I'd be paying you to feed it to me. Caviar's gross. Yeah, 1. I missed 1. Thanks, Michigan. But Auburn's looked real good, so that was my bad. But yep, every single one of those, and then the Michigan one. And then you're like, oh, they were all the favorites. So what? I put them all together in a parlay, and that's the only one that missed. Not so good. So there's that for some NCAA tournament stuff. For right now, we'll get back to that in a little while, but I got to switch over to baseball because that is where our next bad beat takes place for your boy. Bad beat is the least sexy stat. Hey, having a bad beat. So I decided I should obviously put together a 13-leg parlay for baseball, right? Right? I should make it so the odds would end up being plus 7,264. All of these guys, you're going to see a theme, I bet, to get a hit. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Adley Rutschman, Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Yandy Diaz, Tommy Pham, Stephen Kwan, Luis Robert, Nolan Arenado, Corey Seager, Ketel Marte, Cal Raleigh, Austin Riley. Corey Seager was void. So I'm just saying that they would have said that one's fine. That's a win for me. It's a scratch. Vladimir Guerrero, hit. Adley Rutschman, hit. Bryce Harper, hit. Aaron Judge, hit. Yandy Diaz, hit. Tommy Pham, hit. Stephen Kwan, hit. Luis Robert, hit. Nolan Arenado, hit. Ketel Marte, hit. Cal Raleigh, hit. Last game of the night, Austin Riley. No again! I quit. Are you kidding me? A 13-leg parlay And I miss because Austin Riley for the Braves, my own blood, does me in. Those are two, like that hurts. And what hurts even more is that he got up the first time and he grounded out or whatever, and I went and looked, and they offered me a bailout. I could have cashed it out for a substantial fee, and I didn't. That's okay. That's all right. The thing with betting is you got to get back on the horse. You just got to take a little time off. You can't gamble because you're angry. But, got to get right back up on the horse. I'll make a parlay. Let me do a parlay right now. Is there baseball on now? Is there the hits? Can I do that again? I bet I can. Where is it? Maybe we'll do it during one of the breaks. I'll make another one. Might as well. Let me see. I bet I can get to it from here. What do you guys use? DraftKings, FanDuel? Ooh, I'm watching NBA guys punch each other. There was a fight in the NBA. Nice. So we'll do some gambling after we do some breaks and stuff. Also over the weekend, I don't know if anybody saw it, but very interesting. The Yankees using something called the torpedo bat. The torpedo bat. And I'd never heard of this until today. I saw that they hit, 15 home runs in the first couple games. And I had no idea. Yeah, over the first 3 games, 9 came from 5 Yankees who adopting this new bat. It looks like a bowling pin. Jazz Chisholm hit 3, Volpe 2, Wells 2, Bellinger 1, Schmidt 1. Oh, never mind. So Aaron Judge does not use that. So they're saying those are the guys that are using it. Giancarlo was the one, Stanton, the one that they can give credit to this for. I don't know. Eventually, when he comes off the DL and then gets put right back on the DL and then gets back off the DL, maybe they can ask him. But very interesting. And this was confusing. I don't know many things about science. I know that if you add Kool-Aid and sugar, it's delicious. And that's about the extent of my science background. But here's the Yankees torpedo bat.
The New York Yankees hit 15 home runs over their first 3 games this weekend, tying a major league record, and did so using these bats. Look at it. That doesn't look like a normal bat, does it? No, it is a bowling pin-shaped bat, also called a torpedo bat, being used by 5 out of the 9 guys in their lineup. And let me tell you, Brian, there has been a lot of consternation around Major League Baseball about these new bats.
A lot of players are talking about them. Everybody's been talking about it on social media. I think fans want to know, how did these bats make their way to the Major League ballpark?
Including myself. I want to know.
It was very simple. Aaron Leonard, who was a coach with the New York Yankees last season, also happens to be an MIT-trained physicist who taught at the University of Michigan. And he was asking players, okay, what can we do to make our offense better? And the answer was get the ball on the barrel of the bat more. And so he was trying to solve a problem using physics. What they did was they took some of the weight that was distributed toward the end of the bat, moved it down, and remained inside of Major League Baseball's regulations and specs. And in doing so, and having a smooth round bat whose barrel does not exceed.
Hold on one sec. We'll get back to that in 1 second. I like that they had to have some type of rock beat behind explaining the science of why a bat is torpedo-shaped. Because nothing screams science about why a bat is shaped the way it is like screechy early 2000s guitar riffs.
Whose barrel does not exceed 2.61 inches, stayed within those regulations while putting the fatter part of the bat closer to where guys actually make contact with the ball more often. And I don't know if it was the bats, but the bats certainly didn't hurt the Yankees this weekend.
Now, listen, they are legal, and I'm happy you pointed that out. I know your phone was lighting up all weekend long.
You're done. They have to have that. Why do they have to have that music behind it? They can just talk. See? Do you guys want me to just always have some type of sick guitar riff behind me? I mean, I can if you want. If you want, we will. But no, I'm just... That's hilarious. Oh, man. But for me, though, I don't really care. Again, you would think as a Braves fan who the Yankees regularly knocked around in the World Series back in my prime, when I could run my fastest in my new school shoes, I would care. But no, because everybody can use it, right? Is that not the deal, right? Everybody can use it, so why wouldn't, if it's a big deal? Because I'm seeing now, I was looking around that some teams are like, well, this isn't fair, and, the credit's going to the bat and all that other stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure that, spoiler alert, when it comes to bat design, I think they may have designed bats so you could hit the ball better. So, I mean, it's legal. Yeah, exactly. Legal for now. But, a bunch of nerds at MIT in Michigan ruining it for everybody, much like Michigan ruining my parlay where I'd be eating caviar with my pants off and not being here. Or I'd be eating caviar with my pants off here. I do one of the two every day, regardless.
The 2025 NFL Draft.
Right, it could be the Brewers pitching could just be trash. Hello, who's this? Hello, who's this? Why are they so bad? Excuse me. Why are you so bad? I mean, the Yankees always have historically hit that many bombs. It was in Yankee Stadium, right? Home of the easiest left field or right field.
Get your damn Tupperware out of here. Your damn rubber made it. They're disgusting boys. Don't listen to anything they're saying.
I must have got rid of it. No, there wasn't. No. Not a lot of cheapos. I agree. Izzy T takes. We're going to talk a little wrestling here as we get going. I'm going to try to save as much basketball as I can for next couple of days here, but
As the largest motor vehicle injury firm in New York State, we're here to help. Hurt in a car, call William.
nice T takes. Nice. I'm excited. We might do wrestling stuff tomorrow. Maybe I can save them both and just do all one big full wrestling Tuesday as we wrestle with the fact that it's only Tuesday. See what I did there? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Uh-oh, Rutgers freshman Dylan Harper declares for the draft. He's good. All of my gear.
ESPN 97.7 and 100.1. Watch live on QSportsTalk.com. This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
So loud. Oh, so loud. It's screaming. You can't understand a word it's even saying. You're not wrong. I think it's mostly blah. Hello, Sports Show, ESPN Radio. 97.7 and 100.1. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of drumming there. A lot of excess drumming. Oh, Monday. I gotta do stretching. Big stretches. Big stretches. We're hanging out. Thanks to DVRoffers.com, powered by Jarvis Village in Cicero. You know what else is out in Cicero? That, what is it? Dave's Hot Chicken? Is that what it's called? Mike's Hot Chicken? Dave's Hot Chicken? Has anybody had that yet? I've been over for a minute. I still haven't had that. Let's go get some chicken. No, now I'm hungry. That'll do it. Oh, well. Much like a lot of the teams going into the Final Four hungry for a championship. See how I did that there? Oh, boy. Big thanks. I got to talk Taylor Swift for a second. Definitely talk Taylor Swift with a bed of this music. No? But I was out this weekend doing Cloudy Days, my cotton candy thing, and I sold out cotton candy and all of my drink. I had to do a pouch drink thing, too. So all of my wares were sold out in 2 hours of a 5-hour event. So that was pretty awesome. Big thanks to everybody that went to the Taylor Swift Hotel sleepover. And big thanks to the moms that slipped me nothing but money, because that's what it costs to earn my wares. But QSportsTalk.com, that's where you can see our faces. And I'm hearing that chicken is good, huh? I'm too drunk to taste this chicken, but I would. I still haven't had it yet, because when it came out, man, that stuff had some hype, and then I never got it, and then I forgot about it because I don't live out there anymore. But, man, that's like the mecca of chicken. If you live out in Cicero, man, they got a couple good places, and there's like Popeyes and Sonic and Wendy's and McDonald's and Dave's Hot Chicken and stuff. So, guess who hasn't eaten yet today? Oh, boy. All right, we're just hanging out here. Oh, what's this? I didn't even see this. Recapping some things. Talking some baseball. I thought we might not talk any more baseball, but there's still some stuff to talk about, because we ended it with our last segment with talking about the Yankees and using those torpedo bats. I was trying to look in the break. I didn't see that any other teams are using them, but I'm definitely seeing that teams are looking into it before they're legal. Because I feel like that's, and I don't know, that's something, I also probably should have looked up. If it's something that goes into the year legal that the Yankees or somebody brought up, that's on other teams not to, I don't know, get the memo. I don't think the Major League Baseball or the Yankees have to make it available that, they're going to be using new bats. So. But yeah, they had fun, man. It looked like the last couple days of baseball fans and baseball teams around, except for my Braves. If you would like me to do this, again, this is, I'll just say yesterday, but this goes for every game so far this year for the Braves. Did the Braves win this weekend?
No, the Braves lost 5-0 yesterday against the Padres.
Yeah. So, again, did the Braves win any games yet this season? Oh, it just gives me the highlights. But the answer, no. So, maybe they should start using torpedo bats. But the Yanks looking good so far this year and off to a hot start. And I know Yankee fans like that because that's much better than off to a cold start. Stephen A. Smith and the gang, I had some thoughts about that. Stephen A. Smith should probably lay low, bro, because I would pay money if it was just a camera following around LeBron until he just punches Stephen A. in the face. But LeBron wouldn't punch anybody. He would fake the punch, act like he gets punched, and then go flying 35 feet. But Yanks off to a hot start in the Bronx.
Game went to opening day, and I'm telling you, Stephen A., it was so fun to be able to watch Carlos Rodon do his thing. And that's the thing. Yes, Garrett Cole is out. You're not going to replace him, let's be real. But they did get Max Fried, okay? So you've got another ace-type pitcher, and Carlos Rodon was nasty. I mean, I get it's the Milwaukee Brewers, not the team that you're going to see, blowing you off the table with how they hit, but the way he was able to get inside of right-handed batters with the fastball, the changeup was dirty. I mean, he looked the best that I have seen him. He got into the sixth inning. To me, I get it. This team does not have Juan Soto, does not have Garrett Cole. There's so many injuries, but I got excited when I'm thinking about Yankees fans. I'm thinking about the AL East, and when you think Carlos Rodon, to be able to be the most consistent pitcher he was last year. Yes, Garrett Cole was good, but Rodon was actually the dude that they could rely on more than any other pitcher. They can do that this year. They're going to be able to contend. I still like the Red Sox out of the AL East, but the Yankees look good.
What? All of that?
Oh,
and
boy.
you going to end it with saying you like the Red Sox side of the East? You just going to slide that in there at the end?
Yep.
And then what?
Yes. Oh, are you kidding me?
This is what bothers me, Jessica. This is what bothers me. So the Dodgers go out there, win the World Series, got their celebration, got Ice Cube leading the way. And the New York Yankees lose the World Series. Then they lose a brother to the crosstown New York Mets, Juan Soto, right? And then they come and they give us Cody Bellinger, Goldsmith. I mean, I know they can play, but I mean, come on. Come on. Last time I checked, the New York Yankees are in a large market the way that the Dodgers are. Why is it that the Dodgers are able to spend all of this money, but the New York Yankees are having a different kind of problem in that regard? I mean,
the deferred payments and the loophole that the Dodgers found that a lot of people think that isn't a big deal, although it's one of the weirdest things in the history of baseball, being able to just be like, no, we'll pay him later. Yeah, I know teams do it, and they've done it in the past, but not to the extent of like $1 billion, the Dodgers. So, yeah, you heard about Soto there going to the Mets. Wasn't sure how many big baseball fans are out there, so if you're looking to just casually watch baseball, seeing some new faces in some new places, that would be probably the biggest. Soto used to be on the Yankees, now he's on the Mets. You may have seen over the weekend Max Scherzer on the Blue Jays, and immediately to the IL. That poor guy, he's got two different color eyes, and that's very weird as a person. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's already on the IL. But that's another new face in a new place. Justin Verlander, another guy that won't just go away, going back to the Giants. He was on the Astros and the Giants and the Astros and the Giants, unless he was never on the Giants. But I can't really remember if he was on the Giants. I know he was on the Astros about 8 times. So speaking of the Giants, new faces and new places. Blake Snell went to the Dodgers this year. Cody Bellinger, you just heard right there, going Cubs to the Yankees. I think that was my first big... Here's my little prediction for the sports show, as I thought he was going to go there. Bregman eventually from the Astros went to the Red Sox, and then you had some other players going, to new places, because that's how free agency works, including my Max Fried from my Braves going to the Yankees. So far, so good. Baseball's fun. I like baseball. I prefer it if the Braves win a game, but now they have the Dodgers, who are on pace to win 162 straight games.
You have less misses with this torpedo guy. It makes the sweet spot larger. But the corking is taking it to a whole other level. The corking is illegal. Yeah, right. Baseball is the only sport where people are always trying to cheat, right? What are you talking about? Sticky stuff.
That offends Steve as someone that used to play baseball. How could you say that about baseball? As they always are trying to cheat with steroids. Oh. Steve, say poop. Smells like coffee all of a sudden. You guys making coffee? You're worried you're going to be all wound up? I guess I drink energy drinks at this time. I'm trying to stop. What's that? Yeah, it was good, Kev. I saw about the Dave's Hot Chicken. I really want. Yeah, I think if Duke gets past Houston, I wouldn't be shocked if Duke blows out Florida or whoever they play, or Auburn, Florida or Auburn. I wouldn't be shocked. Friggin' Duke. Bunch of jerks. I bet on, we talked about it, I think. I forgot. Michigan State I still have, and Houston I still have. At the beginning of the year, I bet on people. All right, there we go. Just place another crazy parlay with a bunch of random people to get another hit today. So, Jammer Sports Bar, I would buy this Salt City Eats deal when you just go to saltcityeats.com just because of the guy's voice that's doing the commercial. Super Smash Sliders, you sell these.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
We're just a commercial break, silly goose. Hey, Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Oh, boy. We are less than half an hour away from 3 on 5 with Brian Higgins. Sit your fannies right there and get ready to call in and get all of your Syracuse things out of your system. I'm sure you're very angry about something, Syracuse fans, so feel free to get ready to call in. You can call in here if you want, like I said, 315-437-7644. But we're talking something that Syracuse fans aren't really familiar with right now, and that's the NCAA tournament. Oh, snap! Send all of your hate mail here to Paulie Sibilia, 235 Walton Street, Syracuse, New York, 13215, if you'd like. See all your hate mail right here. Be our little NCAA tournament stuff, as again, you know what clip I'm about to play, because we had ourselves a hell of a weekend to get a few steps closer to determine who gets to helicopter it in front of everybody and scream from the mountaintops as they bite into a peppermint patty.
Who's the man of the day? I am. You guessed it. Why not? Who knows? I do. Never talked to me about before. This guy is me. That's how I know you know.
That's it. So yeah, this was awesome, man. I had fun this weekend watching the games. Although Saturday I was supposed to watch probably the best game of the weekend on the DVR, but somehow it was my fault and I didn't record the right thing. I recorded women's basketball. I'm an idiot. So right now we're chatting NCAA tournament stuff, as I missed the first game of determining who's going to go to the Final Four, but I did choose the correct teams in terms of betting again, because I won some money picking chalk. But appreciate everyone over at QSportsTalk.com on our Twitch channel talking about who they think's going to win and betting odds and such. See, I told you, a bunch of degenerates talking gambling over there. So, yep, a lot of people are in agreement with me that you guys use a lot of numbers, bunch of math nerds. But we will start with a team that right now is starting to get most of the love. I think people would kind of agree with me, I guess, if you will, as Duke absolutely destroying Alabama. Man, who was it? I mean, Flagg didn't have the best game, but it was a better game than poor Mark Sears, who hit 10 threes a couple nights before and hit one the other night. 6 points, fewest he got since I got shut out in a limited playing time when they beat LSU in January. But man, this game was not the bestest game. As what happened is what everyone said. If this happened, it would be bad for Alabama. Their offense, it was like it was a bunch of me's playing out there. And I shoot like Sam Perkins. I don't leave my feet when I shoot from deep. Google Sam Perkins from the 90s, kids. I'm old.
Crowd on its feet and buzzing here at Prudential Center. And Cooper Flagg opens up the score, all with threes here in the early going in the first 3 minutes of this game. And now a turnover. Proctor running with Flagg. Proctor lays it in. In transition, Duke up 13-5. Duke took down Mount St. Mary's, Baylor, and beat Arizona by 7 on Thursday night. Nice pass and a finish inside. He's a beast in there, too, at 6'9". And a steal. Phylon jumped the lane. Holloway up to Phylon. And he lays it in. Windows here with Cooper Flagg on the bench. He won't be there long. Con Knipple running with Mal Watch, and what a setup. Two-man game. Knipple.
I think you see where this is going with Knipple. Was a baller in this one, man. He was real good. I didn't know he was as good as he really is. He might go in the lottery, too. 21 for Knipple.
Runs down another board. Sion James. He's got a block. 9 seconds separating shot in game. Flagg drives, hangs and scores with a foul. The body control of Cooper Flag. You know Alabama's not going to stop shooting. You know, but Brian,
and it just wasn't working for Alabama as they just decided they weren't going to stop shooting, but it just didn't do anything. I mean, they lose this game 85-65. Sears, again, has a terrible game. What does he finish? Where is it? 2 for 12 from the floor, 1 for 5 from 3. He did have 6 assists, but did not help as Duke into the Final Four and into the hearts of America.
And one.
For nobody.
And another number 1 seed advances. The Duke Blue Devils come out of the East. And John Shire is headed to his first Final Four as a head coach.
But you heard in there with Duke, multiple nipple highlights. And you got multiple nipple highlights. That is the sexy highlights of the day. When you can get multiple nipple highlights in. Hell yeah. Last game of the night, Auburn and Michigan State. This one was actually a really good game, I would say here for an Auburn and Michigan State team. However, the second half is where we're going to pick this bad boy up as the first half was mostly all Auburn, mostly all Auburn, but the second half, Michigan State tries to make a valiant comeback. However, Auburn would end up celebrating by covering Toomer's corner with toilet paper, and I always wonder how many people go and re-roll that later in that college area to use to wipe their fannies with later, because toilet paper ain't cheap. Your boy has a note in his pocket right now to make sure he buys toilet paper, because in a couple days it's going to get real weird out in the forest when I'm wiping my butt with leaves. Where am I going with this? The second half.
45-36, Fiddler back in. Same play. Rack attack for Broom. Nice pass again. Hardwell kicking around the perimeter. Ball is pumping. Jumper goes down. Splash City for Pettiford. Unselfish. I guess the right arm's okay. Izzo just told his team don't foul.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's what I said.
The storybook season continues
for Auburn. As in this game, like I said, Michigan State made it close in the second half and ended up being 70-64. However, the big news in this game was Broom for Auburn, maybe player of the year, going down in a devastating looking injury. But it was cool when these moments happen in basketball where a guy gets hurt and everyone goes, oh no, and then he comes out and everyone goes buck wild. Broom gets hurt, you'll hear he goes out, and then he comes back, gets back in the game and nails a 3. Crowd reaction 10 out of 10.
Was the first one he spoke with, and he's going to the locker room. His mom coming down to meet with him. Good on the first. Broom is tightening up the sneakers and now jogging out.
Here he comes.
His teammates revere him. Kelly. Back for Broom. Got 3! Wow. A miracle in Atlanta.
And Auburn advancing. Looking real good. So we're going to have ourselves an SEC matchup, which you will find out later once we do this and then do commercials and come back. Another game, the final game of Saturday night. I was able to see this one because I got home in time. So this was enjoyable as... was this one on a Sunday at time? It doesn't matter. Tennessee and Houston. Yeah, I think this is the one I saw. This one, it makes me think that I wish that Houston faced a tougher challenge, if you will, going into a game against Duke, as Houston really kind of just started unreal. Tennessee looked awful to begin the game, and the first half, 34-15 for a Tennessee team that I thought was going to play pretty good. They looked like they weren't exhausted or too tired or anything like that, but I mean, they tried to make a little bit of a run of it in the second half, but it was just too much. And when a powerful Houston team wants to drop a 69 on you, You have to submit and allow the 69. That's what she said.
Ziegler got a hand on that one, but Cryer bails him out. Sharp for three. It's good. Uzan looking in the front court. Nobody home. Throws one up. Wilson breaks free. Wilson will send it back out. Sharp wide open. Book it.
I don't think he should have shot that. They should play the clock for sure now with a 15-point lead.
Sharp looking for three again. It's good.
But that
Cryer catch and shoot three is good.
Would be about it.
Seventh heaven for Houston. The Cougars advance to their seventh Final Four.
Seventh heaven? What? Were they trying to steal my gimmick? The sexy line of the day? 7 minutes? Seventh heaven? Oh, either way, man, I never got to do that. I never got to go and kiss a girl in a closet. There is one more game of the weekend, and it was the first game of Saturday, and probably the best game of the Elite Eight, I would say. And we'll do that when we come back on the Sports Show. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. I gotta pee so bad.
Hello? Hello?
Oh. Do, 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 do. Both have Duke over Florida? Yeah. Super Cat. I can see that. I had Duke and St. John's in a couple different ones, but a lot of them I had Houston, Florida. So I really need Houston to win. And then it'll be better for me. But we know how all that goes.
ESPN 97.7 and 100.1. Watch live on QSportsTalk.com.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, we're back. Couple minutes left, Sports Show. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Don't get your underpants in a tizzy. The 3 and 5 with Brian Higgins is just minutes away, where he will get you all of your Syracuse and other info. But we are jumping right back into some shooty hopes. See, because that's the paperwork I have there. As probably the best game of the weekend, maybe. Depends on what you're a fan of, I guess. Probably Florida, Texas Tech. Is Texas Tech, man, they looked good all game long until really the second half. Florida was leading at the half, but Texas Tech, man, they got up quite a bit. It was 75-66 with less than 3 minutes to play for a Florida Gators Shooty Hoops team.
They've spaced the floor. He'll put up a three. Out. Clayton. Screen. Defense Williams. Clayton to try to tie. Well, I pretty much knew what was coming. Inside Clayton. The Gators have recaptured the lead. Jimmy Lou back in for the Gators. Here we go. Hawkins. McMillan snaking inside for 2. They have no timeouts. Williams intercepted. The Gators are going to the Final Four.
Unreal. Somehow the Florida Gators managed to come back, and they will be in the Final Four. So it's Florida, Auburn, Duke, Houston. We will talk much more about that as the week goes on. And tomorrow, what we're going to talk about, probably for the most part, is wrestling, as a Monday Night Raw is going on right now over in London, and this is what you've got happening.
AJ Styles, congrats. You've been added to the list of people whose downfall I'm preying on. What you did to me at Madison Square Garden is unforgivable. I'm in London on March 31st, Monday Night Raw. I want to see you face to face.
That's right.
Bring
now.
Your A game. Bring your soccer mom haircut. I'll see your bitch ass there.
So Pat, next week on Raw, Logan Paul calls that AJ Styles.
Obviously, back at Madison Square Garden, Logan Paul was trying to have a moment, and AJ Styles came in and defended Schultz. Logan Paul calling out AJ Styles for London.
Also next week, you saw what happened earlier tonight. Jimmy Uso standing up for his brother Jay slapped the world champ Gunther. Jimmy looks to put Gunther in his place live next week on Monday Night Raw.
Also do some damage to Gunther on this road to WrestleMania.
Cody Rhodes and John Cena once again will be face-to-face in London as the clock ticks away toward WrestleMania.
Tension will be palpable like it was this evening.
And who's going to be the world champion, and who will defend against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania? Rhea Ripley gets a rematch. It's Rhea versus Io Sky. The special guest referee, Pat, Bianca Belair.
Adam Pearce had to make a decision. We get a championship match next Monday in London.
Not sure if he swore there, so I dumped it anyway. Either way. Tonight, the Monday Night Raw. I guess it's going on tonight, right now. It's going on right now. So, if you don't want any spoilers, I ain't going to give them to you because I want to watch as well. So we'll go over that tomorrow as some SmackDown stuff because there were some really cool SmackDown things that happened as well. So we'll go over all of that and then much more. Much, much more. Or probably not much more because it'll just be big old wrestling. We're going to wrestle with the fact that tomorrow's only Tuesday, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I was... No, not funny. Whatever. 3 on 5 with Brian Higgins is up next, so keep your fannies right where they're at, and then I will see you guys tomorrow on the Sports Show with Cody Mack. And somebody remind me, we'll talk about our fantasy baseball team. I did set up a league. You heard the promo, run it all weekend. I've got that for us. Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 101.